Yeah, I know, I said keep it under 100. Yeah, I'm trying, I swear. But really, when you go 100 and then you go slower than 100, everything seems slower. And then you really want to go 100 again, I swear. It's kind of almost addicting. Yeah. I mean, actually, it's not even kind of. I think it is addicting. Sitting behind a dump truck is never a great spot either. I don't like sitting behind dump trucks. They always have sand and shit coming off of them. Whoa, shit. Ooh, hello. Finally, now we're not, right next to everybody in traffic. It's a dead space. I don't know if you guys have any lessons learned about motorcycles. And one of those I would definitely say is learning about chains and belt-driven motorcycles. Because if you don't know anything about chains or belts for motorcycles, you definitely want to figure that stuff out, or at least do a little bit of research on it. Because if you buy a motorcycle that has a chain, you got to clean that thing. Yeah, you got to clean the chain, you got to move the tire to stretch the chain, and then you got to replace the chain. And you basically need the tools for that, or you need a good shop that's not going to charge you, like a buttload just to replace the chain or to stretch it or whatever. That chain, I mean, if you don't do all of that stuff, it'll prematurely wear more than it should. And then you'll be at a stop sign, and it'll fall off. Ask me how I know. Yeah, my ex-wife, that was like one of the first things we found out about, motorcycles was, oh, wait, we have to clean that thing? We have to move the tire to stretch it so that it stays on the sprocket and it doesn't fall off? Huh, crazy. I'd say another one that you got to know is how to change oil. I mean, I think that's kind of obvious, I mean, if you buy a car, you should probably know how to change oil as well. You got oil, want to know how to change that regularly, want to know how to clean your chain, stretch your chain, replace your chain, and then tires. You want to know something about tires as well, because especially if you buy your first motorcycle and it's used, you might not have the best tires on it. They might be bald, and that would be problematic for sure, because you do not want to be riding around on bald tires. Oh yeah, another thing too that you probably want to know about motorcycles is how heavy they are. They are not light. They are all heavy. The lighter, the smaller the engine, obviously the lighter. I mean, you could get like a dirt bike that's obviously not super heavy. But a street bike or like a Harley, I mean, they're heavy as hell. And if it starts to come down on you, you want to bail. You do not want to try to hold it up. Ask me how I know about that too. Yeah, I screwed up my ankle. That's actually why I wear motorcycle boots now, because of that fact that I dropped my bike, and and I was going like 1 mile an hour. Like I was not even a mile an hour. Like I was going walking speed. I was just testing out my motorcycle, and it started to come down on me. And when it started to come down, I went to try to save it, and then I had to bail at the last minute. It came down on my ankle, on my left ankle, and just absolutely fucked my ankle up. I couldn't walk for like 3 months. Oh, look at that. Perfect. A front row seat. Yeah, that's probably one of the worst things, is backing up in a motorcycle. Especially if you don't have any leg muscles. I think you probably got to squat like 225 or something. And that's another thing. You want to watch out for dips when you're trying to put your kickstand down, because if there's a dip, your bike will just go over. Well, thanks for riding with me, guys.